And we're back with part 14 for the mansion tutorial. So for this episode then, as I did mention in the last episode, all we've got left to do is to finish off the side rooms. But before we do actually start that, we're just going to sort out something that I actually missed last episode, and that is just filling in the space above our doorway that connects the second bedroom we placed to our bathroom. So again for this, you just need to count 4 blocks up, and on the 4th row and on the space above, you can just fill it in with your spruce wood planks. And once you have actually done this, we can get started on finishing the actual rooms off. So we are going to be starting with the largest of the 3 rooms on the left hand side, and start with which is going to separate a small area off, which we're going to use for a study area. So to start this off then, you should need to come to the second block out away from the edge of our wall, where we're just going to place 12 blocks back with our spruce wood planks again. And in line with the last block that we just placed, we're just going to add another 2 spruce wood planks next to the wall. After this, you can go ahead and extend all of these up as high as they'll go. So once you have actually done this, same as what we've done previously, we're just going to be adding a doorway. And for this then, as we've done so far, we're just going to come to the 4th row up and place your row across, and then just fill in the space above. And that's the outside for our study room marked out. But we are just going to be coming back to it once we've finished the main room. But start this off though on the opposite wall, we're just going to be adding a TV with some seats in front of it. Now for our TV though, you just want to come to the corner and come to the 3rd block out, where we are just going to place 1 block of oak wood planks. Then next to this, 2 stairs facing opposite each other. Then 2 more slabs, and after that, as we did on the other side, 2 more stairs followed by 1 oak wood plank. Next, on top of the 2 outside blocks, we're just going to place 3 high with our fence posts, and for all of the space in between the 2 fence posts we added, you can just fill it all with your black wool. And lastly though, a row of slabs across the top. But that is now our TV marked out. So we are just going to add the seats in front of it now. And for this, you should need to come to the block in front of the first 2 wide sandstone column. Then you can just come up 1 block back, and from here going left, you can just place 5 blocks of clay. Then another 3 on the right hand side of the last block. Then next to the outside block on either side, just placing 1 more block out with your clay again. So that should just leave the space in the middle, which you can just fill with your quartz slabs. That's the left hand sofa done. Now we're leaving a 2 block space on the right hand side, which is going to mirror exactly what we've just done. After this, in front of our seats, we are going to be adding a small table which is 4x2 with our stone slabs. And that is the main seating for this room done. But the other main features that we have actually got left to add to this room is going to be our bar and also another seat in the corner. So we are going to be starting with the other seat then first, and again we're going to be using the same materials. Now for this, you should need to come 2 blocks away from your doorway and then just 1 block back. And from here, just placing 6 blocks out. And behind the last block, another 4. Then your clay block on the outside on either side, and your quartz slabs in the middle. Once you've done that, same as what we did in front of the other seats, we are going to be adding a small table. But for this one, it's only going to be 2x1. The next thing we're going to be adding to this room though, once you have added that, is going to be our bar in front of the study room. Now for this, after we sleep, we're just going to be using our upside down stairs and just coming 1 block away, and again placing 5 blocks back. Then on the right of the last block, extending it 9 blocks out so it finishes 1 block away from the wall. So this small area that we have actually just marked out is going to be the bar table. But behind the bar, we are just going to be adding some more furnishings, and to start this off, you just need to place your stone bricks all the way along the back wall. But first, next to the 1 block space that we left next to our stairs, we're just going to place a trapdoor. Then just your stone bricks across the back wall. After that, on top of the stone bricks we just added, on every 3rd block we're just going to add an upside down stair. So just starting on the left and then just working your way across. And in the 4 2 wide spaces that we've just left, we can add an iron block with a brewing stand on top. So all we need to do now to finish off the decorations behind the bar is to just add our levers on the front of the iron blocks, and also an item frame above the brewing stands. So in the actual item frames, we are just going to be adding various potions, but you can add what you'd like in this one. The last thing we need to add to our bar then is just some stools in front of the table. Now for these, we're just going to be using a fence post with a pressure plate on top, and we're just going to be adding these across the front. So for this, just counting one block back behind the bottom right hand block, and then on every other block on the left of this, we're just going to place a fence post with a pressure plate on top. But also, when you are doing this, you do want to make sure to miss out the block next to the wall. And that's our bar done, so all we have got left to do for this room is just to add a rug and also our lights. Now starting off with our rug then, we're going to be adding this in front of the second small seat we added, and you just want to begin by coming to the third block out away from the corner, and then you can just place an 8x5 space with your white carpet. Then we just need to extend all of these out by another 4 more blocks, so that we have got our 8x5 rug. That's our rug added, but so we can just remove all of the glowstone blocks in this room, we can just add our lights now. So for our lights then, we're going to be placing 10 in total, and we're just going to be placing 1 in each corner. So for all of these then, we are going to be using the same design, by coming 1 block out and then 1 block back, and then just placing an iron bar with a redstone lamp on the bottom of it. After this, if you haven't already, you just need to add your lever on the side of it, and then you can just power on your lights. That's this room pretty much finished, but before we start on our study room, we're just going to go ahead and add a painting on the wall. And for our painting then, you can use any 4x4 painting. And we're just going to add this on the side wall that's next to our TV. So when you are trying to add this, to make sure it's in the centre, you just need to come to the 4th block out across the bottom, and then just the 3rd block up. And that's that done, so now we can start on our study room. To start this room off though, at the back, we're just going to be adding a desk with a monitor on. For the desk though, it is going to be the same design as what we used for the other room upstairs. So you can just begin by coming 1 block out on the left hand wall, and then just placing 1 upside down stair on the 2nd block out. then followed by 3 slabs and 1 more stair. After this, just extending your table out by 1 more row. And after that, you can go ahead and add your chair. So same as before, this is going to be the same design by using our oak wood stairs and oak wood slab in the centre. Next then, on top of our desk, we're just going to add a computer. Now to start this off at the back, you can just place any block with a painting on, as once you've added this, we're just going to come back and replace it with a pressure plate. Now just add a pressure plate in front of the painting, and also replacing the iron block behind it with one as well. Then to finish off our desk on the right hand side of the front pressure plate, just placing a lever. Next then, on the side wall with our bookshelves, we're just going to count the 3rd block out, and then just placing 3 blocks back. So you can now just repeat this another 2 more times, and just making sure to leave a 2 block space between each row. Then for all of these, we're just going to extend them all up another 4 more blocks, so it should be 5 blocks in height in total. After this, same as what we just did for the previous room, we just need to add our rug now and then our lights. But starting off with our rug, we're just going to come to the bottom corner and then just coming 1 block out to the side and in front. And from here, you can just place 3 blocks out with your white carpet. And in front of all these, we're just going to extend it out another 11 blocks. So overall then, the rug should be a 3x12 space. So next, same as what we did in the last room, we're just going to be adding our lights in all of the corners. So you should only have to add 4 lights for this room. Then you can just power on all of your lights. And that's the study room added. Now we just need to repeat exactly what we've just done in the opposite room. So for this, I'm going to be fast forwarding it, as all we're doing is just mirroring exactly what we've just placed. But before we start that, we're just going to go ahead and remove all of the glowstone blocks from the first room we placed for this part. And again, if you do get lost while you're doing this, you can always refer to the left hand side, or the video, as I'm still going to be showing you how to actually build it. Now we can just come across to the right hand side. So once you've removed all of the glowstone in this room, we are just going to leave it there for this part. But in the next part, all we've got left to do is just finish off the side rooms and just add the finishing touches to the mansion.